Welcome back everybody to the channel. My name is Vitaly Dubinin and welcome to another episode of today's in Crypto Show. Crypto markets are continuing to climb today. We have huge news and trillion-dollar asset managers that are about to get an influx of new investors into the crypto markets. We have a lot to discuss today with Metaverse as well and some crazy news regarding regulation and government. So let's get started. We see the market is up 2.1% today, $2.14 trillion right now. Bitcoin is up, touching $45,000. Ethereum is up as well, $3,200. And overall, the market is looking green today. Looking at the Bitcoin price, you can see that ever since that we have crossed the 50 days moving average right here, we have in a similar position like we had previously back in July. When we crossed this line, we started a fresh new climb. So it's kind of cool. We are in this channel right now for Bitcoin, and it's a huge channel. You can draw it like this channel, and essentially these channels tend to break to the upside more often than to the downside. So overall, you can see all of this channel movement right here, which has been for the entire year, can essentially break. It can take a couple weeks, maybe a couple months, right? Maybe a couple months, but you need to adapt the longer term perspective, right? And overall, you can see on a monthly, I told you a lot of times that we did not create a lower low on a monthly, which we continue to have an upward momentum. The momentum kind of maybe slowed down a little bit, but we did create a higher low, which means that we are still bullish on a monthly, and we have a lot of room to grow, creating this another double top, which is famous on a monthly. You can see right here, this was a double top and then we peaked. This was a double top and then we peaked. This was a top, but if we create another double top here, Bitcoin will be above $100,000 at this point. And what are some of the fundamental factors that can contribute to this? Well, first of all, we see BLACKROCK, which is a huge asset manager with over $10 trillion in assets. That's a lot of money. It's managed for institutions that are planning to enter the cryptocurrency space with client support trading and then with their own credit facility. And they're about to offer the crypto trading through its Aladdin investment platform. So this is really big, major news because they don't want to miss out on the cryptocurrency market, and they're going to allow public pension schemes, endowment funds, sovereign wealth funds to use Aladdin investment and trading platform and essentially allow people to trade crypto, to buy. So they'll bring a ton of new funds into Bitcoin, into Ethereum, into crypto. So that's the first huge news for today. Another one is the largest independent digital investment advisor in the US entered the crypto space with a huge acquisition from the Betterment company, which is the digital investment advisor in the US. Recently acquired Makara, which is an innovative manager of crypto portfolios, and there are about 700,000 clients. That's how many clients the Betterment company has, with over $33 billion in assets under management. Essentially, that's a huge deal and can lead to a notable adoption bump. And they said crypto is here to stay, and Betterment wants to live our promise of long-term diversification. So yeah, that's it's very good for the crypto space. Now, exchange Stablecoin Reserve hits $27 billion. It's one of its highest points ever as Bitcoin rises toward its 50K fair value, which the fair value may be much bigger than that. But those funds, $27 billion, they're ready for what? To buy some more Bitcoin, of course, to buy some more crypto. Why otherwise those funds, those $27 billion are essentially going to flow in the stable coins and the exchanges, if not to buy some fresh Bitcoin. So that's another good news. And smoke this hopium, the powder keg FS Inside report says a single spark could see Bitcoin 5x this year from where it is right now. Financial research firm FS Insight predicts a new report that Bitcoin could reach $222,000 and Ethereum could reach $12,000 by the end of 2022. That's a very good report, I should say. Right? The currency support dynamics can be best described as a powder keg. The question remains, who lights the match? We'll see. Well, Fargo, a huge bank, argues it's not too late to invest in crypto. The banking giant Wells Fargo said it's not too late to buy cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. So yeah, that's coming from a huge bank. We believe that cryptocurrencies are viable investments today, even though they remain in the early stages of the investment evolution. Now, the early stages were 5-6 years ago when we told you guys to buy some Bitcoin. Now we are much more mature stages, but still early if you look at the the next decade or two. But yeah, banks are now publicly just saying it. Hey guys, we understand. We're still early to create. It's not too late. Buy some Bitcoin right now. It's not too late to invest into crypto. That's what the biggest, one of the biggest banks in US is saying. Now, Russia to regulate crypto, I don't know if you fully understand the implication of this move, as Russia puts essentially clear crypto legislation and where those exchanges that they'll be providing their license and some new tax standards. That's essentially it's a big step forward for the crypto adoption, because so many other countries are going to be looking at Russia and saying, okay, we're going to follow suit. We're going to also create new legislation, amend existing laws, treat crypto as a currency. And overall authorities are starting to recognize that crypto is becoming such an entrenched part of how people think about and deal with money in the digital age, and the political and economic cost of banning it appears to be far greater than the risk involved in allowing it to coexist with the legacy financial systems. Of course, if you cannot kill it, you better support it and better coexist and tax people. That's what they're thinking, right? Then banning it is just going to be not worth it, because people are going to leave the country who is going to ban it, because it will be ubiquitous. NFTs everywhere, metaverse everywhere, Facebook, Instagram, all of that, Web.3, everything is going into the direction of adoption more crypto. So of course they cannot deny it. Now Cardano achieved a new milestone. Total transaction count crossed 30 million mark. So that's good for the Cardano cryptocurrency. Adoption is picking up steam. So that's very good to see. And Terra, one of the biggest L1 blockchains, signing a 5-year, $40 million sponsorship deal with the Washington Nationals. So essentially, the Washington Nationals are going to show Terra signs, logos inside the national park, renaming Nationals Club, premier seating area behind home plate, Terra Club. So that's a big partnerships. They collected a funds of $40 million. They're going to showcase Terra Luna. That was going to showcase the UST, which is the US dollar of Terra, stablecoin cryptocurrencies to make purchases. Very big adoption for the Terra community. Now we have huge news for Metaverse. Of course, Gucci could not miss out. Gucci is buying a lot of land in the sandbox. And they're going to create some Metaverse experience. They're going to essentially allow people to buy different items. For a new generation of players, virtual fashion is as important as real life fashion. So yeah, get ready if you play some Metaverse sandbox game to see some people kind of walking around in their Gucci items, virtual wear. And also the GTA game publisher highly convinced by NFT opportunity, and they're going to design some new things in the video game itself and add NFTs And yeah, so those iterations, NFTs is going to be so entrenched in the culture of everyone. It's just the beginning. Disney CEO is also very, very positive on the metaverse. They held the entire real life kind of universe with Disney, and now they're moving also this year and beyond, including creating a metaverse with your favorite characters. So that's going to be very fun to see. You know, people connecting their metaverse devices and essentially plunging into the metaverse universe with Disney. And McDonald's also is not leaving behind the metaverse space, filing a trademark for a restaurant in the metaverse that will actually deliver food to your home. Imagine that you're walking in the metaverse and you're seeing there, oh, there is McDonald's. Let me buy some Happy Meal, let me buy some hamburger, and they'll actually deliver to you the food right into your door. Interesting. And today's the day, guys. Today's the day. 11 years ago, exactly 11 years ago, the Bitcoin reached $1 parity. I just had an interview with Da Vinci. You might look at the channel. Essentially, Da Vinci was buying Bitcoin where it was $1, where it was below $1. So some good times 11 years ago. Not so long ago, just 11 years ago, Bitcoin was worth $1 exactly. So that is 45,000 X's from where it was. Absolutely insane. And you know, compared to gold, I don't know why Peter Schiff is still talking about gold, you know, looking at where gold was 11 years ago. So overall, the gold just stayed at the same level as it was 11 years ago. So essentially, if you held gold, you lost 99.999% of your money compared if you just used that gold and buy Bitcoin with it 11 years ago. That's why gold is not interesting anymore, right? All this value is moving out of gold and into Bitcoin, and it has a chance. Bitcoin one day will have a bigger market cap than gold itself, right? So it's only a matter of time, in my opinion. Now the animal farm, some update about the animal farm. A new game is coming for the pigs and BUSD liquidity, LP tokens, for people can provide those into the animal farm and earn a whopping 3% a day with this liquidity. So that's pretty amazing what's happening. So you can essentially provide liquidity into the animal farm in form of LP tokens and earn rewards. You can earn dogs or you can earn pigs, and the APR is pretty substantial. We're talking about 0.6% up to, in some farms, 2% a day APR, which is substantial. You can see right here 594%, 691% a year, which means that you preserve your capital, right? If there's not going to be major downshift in those token pairs, okay, but still it's 700%, it's 7x your money a year. That's essentially what it means. Pretty significant. So that's what I want to share with you today. I hope you have a fantastic day. Smash up the like, subscribe to the channel of Bitcoin Swells Club, stay up to date with what is going on in the crypto space, and I'll see you guys as always with another episode of Today in Crypto Show.